Just as there exist plagiarism, forgeries, and skillfully manipulated alterations of written works, likewise the same has occurred with the name, activities, and prophecies of the powerful Lord. For some, the discovery of this may take years, while for others it may just be the revelation and understanding of selected entries that have been made to survive the antiquity of time in order to crack the code of deceit and lies which have become our foundation for building families, moreover societies. The real truth of the matter is freely distributed and not for sale, yet many prefer the fanciful tatterings of association, namesake, and of course an agreeable lie that can be defended through the cracked walls of this crumbling society. The facts can be easily identified if we wouldn't hold on to what makes thinking comfortable or sociable. For the first part, people have never truly explored the possibility of apostasy from the true Lord, far more to understand the consequences it has upon us all who have been deceived by it. Apostasy means the formal disaffiliation of, abandonment of, or renunciation of a religion by a person. It can also be defined within the broader context of embracing an opinion that is contrary to one's previous religious beliefs. This is what many of us are under unknowingly, while others with a full understanding of what is involved choose to continue to propagate and defy what they have come to know as the way of universal order. We only need to look at the fruits of religious organizations to know that much of it is for show, and also to continuously bear fruits of deception, which eventually lead these souls through a state of constant karmic retribution. Had you accepted the fact that you have previous lifetimes, you would soon realize that many situations are repetitive, and you most likely would continue to make similar mistakes and never grow out of the state you have once again come into. Being placed into families, surroundings, given talents or gifts to enhance the experience, we continue headlong into the web work created for us. Some may decide that it doesn't matter and they like it just the way they are. Yet for those who wish to increase knowledge while seeking their true Lord and King, for those who despise the fruits of this world and have become burdened down with its requirements for us, there is hope. Those expecting the worst and who wickedly defy what they know to be the truth and secretly whisper behind closed doors of possibilities they hope never to be recognized or bear fruit, your King's rule is almost over. Yes, that prophetic times and times and a half is here. Or did they forget that his misleading the world, changing times and law was only for a time? Many have never heard of it, or have come to the true understanding of it, that there is only one Redeemer and Savior from time immemorial. He was never a blood sacrifice for sins, neither had he walked on the streets speaking loudly, admonishing men. Neither have his laws reaped confusion, but it is pure and without injustice or partiality. It is often said by he himself that he would give his glory to no one else, and that he himself is the Savior. To understand this will set many souls free from the deception and begin to unloose the great chains of captivity we are bound by. The fear of the true Lord is the beginning of knowledge and wisdom. Leaving the laws that were created for mankind, even a people becoming idolaters of various strains, cause us to stray away from our pure selves and enter into a laborious soulful contract with the creators of this world. This occurred when we abandoned the covenant to follow the laws of entities or men, as they sometimes appear to us. While this will require humility and meekness to accept, this is ultimately the good news that on their lips. The true Lord will redeem humanity from the network of deception and wage war against the enemies of those hoping and trusting in Him. Have you read these words? Then this is ultimately the true meaning of them. Every knee shall bow, and every lip shall utter that we have been deceived, and that indeed the true Lord is the only one standing up for those trusting in Him. And they will, without fail, will seek out the mercies of the powerful one to fall over them. Due to His active attribute of mercy, He shall accept the pleading of the contrite, by forgiving their error, leading them into a path of truth, which is unknown to them, and He would not leave them.